What is a 401k? For that matter, what is TSP? Well, a 401k got its name from the IRS code 401 paragraph K, and it's governed by those laws written under that paragraph and code. I've been told that the Thrift Savings Plan, the TSP, is a 401A, so I assume there must be a paragraph A as well. But what are they? Well, they stipulate in those guidelines that you can put $19,500 into your 401k or TSP. So if you're age 50 or older, you can add catch-up, another $6,500. Why do they call it catch-up? Because you realize you haven't been saving enough money for retirement and you start catching up. So in theory, $19,500 plus $6,500 for a total of $26,000 you can put into your 401k, Thrift Savings Plan, 403B, 457, yes, all of those. Now, what happens when you put money into those plans? Let's say you make $120,000 a year and you put $20,000 into your 401k or your TSP. So you go from $120,000 taxable that year. If you put it into traditional 401k or TSP, you drop your wages by $20,000 by putting that money in across all year. And so you're only taxed on $100,000, although you made $120,000. You put $20,000 into your retirement savings plan. Now, that's good in one way because you save taxes. But what happens to those wages? It's called tax deferral. If that sounds complicated, it's not. Just change the order of words. I was taught that when I was younger, new in the industry. Just change the order of the words, Charles, and usually it'll become simpler. So tax deferred, deferring taxes, later taxes, paying your taxes later. The idea was always that in the future, your wages are going to go way down in retirement, and so maybe your tax brackets will be lower. You've only collecting Social Security now, maybe a modest pension, and now you start to take your retirement savings out. The problem with that is twofold. Number one, we're in historically very low taxes right now, and they're likely to go way up in the future. Number two, not only are you paying taxes on those wages that you never paid taxes on, remember $20,000 you put, so your income went from 120 down to 100,000 in the eyes of the IRS that year. Those wages that were tax deferred, they grow inside your retirement savings. We hope to God they grow. And when they grow, all that growth is taxable too. So what might you consider? How about finding out if your employer has a Roth 401k? At TSP, they have a Roth TSP. So maybe if you're putting in $20,000 into your 401k or your Roth TSP, maybe you could consider putting in half of those wages into the Roth. You pay taxes right now, but what happens to that money that you've plopped in there that's Roth? It grows. How? Tax-free. That's a fantastic means to get some of your money tax-free growth. Now, let's say you took all your money. Let's say you make $100,000 and you put $10,000 into a Roth at your 401k or your TSP. The employer's match will always be traditional. So that means tax deferred. And the government's match will always be traditional. That means tax deferred from TSP. So that money will grow your matching dollars. It will always grow tax later, but your money can grow tax-free. Okay, that's my little sermon on 401k TSP. Until next time.